this would only be better if it actually ran.
What in the hell? I'm kind of scared standing directly in line of the fan. Do it again. Just give it a little bit. It sounds good. Yeah, it smokes, but it sounds good. She's smoking pretty damn bad, but I put quite a bit of oil down the cylinders, and the first time we started it, I started it on a mix of gas and transmission fluid, so hopefully all this smoke is that and it'll clear up. But my goodness, it sounds good. .348 Big Block. This thing's awesome.
Okay, we might need to pull it out more.
Guess so.
Okay.
It got a little hot.
Let me go in water duty.
Yeah, you put Davis on water duty.
Yeah, just keep this water the radiator. Yeah, just keep going like this through the fence of the radiator.
It's gonna suck water everywhere, but that'll clean the engine bay, so that'll be nice.
Am I gonna get wet?
No, it's sucking it that way. Make sure it's in park. Ready? Contact. Smooth. Because I goofed. Thermostats you buy now, or at least all the ones we get, you have to drill a hole in them. Otherwise, it locks the motor down with air. So you have to drill a hole in it for all the air to get out, so it actually fills the motor up with coolant. Because if coolant doesn't get up to the thermostat, it really isn't going to open the way it's supposed to. So currently, because I forgot to do that, you know, you shouldn't have to, but for whatever reason, they make them without any way for air to get through them. But we gotta wait for it to cool off, drill a hole in the thermostat, just a little one, just so air can get out of the engine block. And that'll hopefully fix the overheating problem. But the fuel pump works and isn't filling up with gross, so that's awesome. So, runs good.
360 times
What a snazzy piece.
It's the death song.
It is the death song. Any second now the bench seat's gonna start ratcheting forward. You'll be fine, but I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead. It's gonna screw you into the steering wheel. Your body will save me though. It'll keep me from dying. Thanks, Trevor.
I'm sure that's fine. It was just the fan. So this car's hopefully getting sold today. That's why we've been working on it and trying to get all the little issues ironed out with it. It's a really interesting car because, I mean, even with it being a four-door, I mean, it looks good and it's pretty much all original. It hasn't been messed with much. So what this motor is, because I had to do a little research on this, this is a 348 cubic inch Big Block. So this is the first generation of Chevrolet Big Blocks. And it was this one that would turn into the famous 409 in a couple of years. And this motor, being in 1958, is actually the first year of this engine, which is really cool. And you can see we have factory power brakes, factory power steering, driven off the generator because there's only one place for an accessory on this engine, just like the original SBC. I mean, it's still got the original air filter on it. I mean, it's got the, what I assume is the original radiator. I mean, nobody's really messed with this thing much. And it's hard to see right now, but it originally had AC. The evaporator and stuff sat over there, and the compressor would have, I am assuming, sat here somewhere with some kind of interesting mounting system. But yeah, so it's a really interesting, even being a 4-door, I mean, it's a really interesting car, and the paint buffed out rather decently, at least the white did. I mean, it's got the original seats in it. I don't know if the carpet's original, but I mean, it's in really good shape for what it is, for something that's never been really messed with. So, battery's disconnected. And just look at how gently the doors close. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is just quality. So hopefully this thing is getting sold today. It can move on to a different home. Hopefully somebody will take care of it. But I just thought it was real interesting. So even being a 4-door, I mean, there's still a lot of interesting stuff here with this car. And it's mainly because nobody's messed with it. So hopefully whoever gets it will keep it as it is now. And I think it kind of shows how nice it can be whenever you keep something all original that's interesting. Because if this just had any other small block in it, it wouldn't be worth anywhere near as much as it is now, as opposed to having the original first-year big block in it. So anyways, there's that. That'll probably be the end of this, because I think the guy's coming this afternoon to get it. So we're going to change the oil in it, and hopefully he likes it. One thing that I don't like about these older styles that have a breather like this is it's not really a filter per se. So it'll let a whole bunch of gross build up down in there over the 60 years that these things are around. So I'm going to take this long funnel to go all the way down to the bottom of the intake so I don't accidentally wash any of that down into the lifter valley. We're going to put some zinc additive in it to try and help the flat tappet cam live a long, happy life. Oil in it. Oh, that's right. That button doesn't work. It's this one now. Gosh, this car is good. Need that knocking, or that little lifter tick to settle down. I mean, come on, how good is that? Gosh, I love this car. If I could afford it, I'd buy it.